What's good? Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel.
On private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me in your child. And then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
If you're new here, hi, my name is Stormy. I'm 17 years old and I am 10 weeks, 5 days pregnant with my first baby. Excuse me. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, ow. Why do I have to burp so much? So okay, let me put a little disclaimer right now. I don't know the gender of my baby yet. I'm not gonna be finding out for another couple of weeks, but that's okay because me and my man have been talking about baby names since before we even got the positive test. So yeah, this is great. My brother's home from school. But this video is going to be baby names that we love, or that I loved, but we didn't end up using because he said no or just didn't feel like our kid's name. So yeah, we do have a girl name picked out. We can't agree on a boy name. So I think I'm just gonna end up picking the boy name, to be honest. Because he picked the girl name. I feel like that's only fair. He picked the girl name, so I feel like I could pick the boy name. I have about the same amount of boy names and girl names. The girl name that we did pick, it's so pretty and I love it and I can't. Even if we are having a boy now, then we could honestly just name another kid if we have a daughter later down the line that name, so yeah. Okay, I'm out of breath just from talking, that's funny. Let's go ahead and get to the names. So I'm gonna start with the girl names just because I can. But the first one is Briar. Now, I love nature names for one, but the reason that I vetoed it before I suggested it, how the fuck am I gonna word this? I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I really like this name, but it rhymes with your last name. We can't use it. The name is Briar. It's really pretty. I love that name, but my boyfriend's last name is Fryer. We are going to be hyphenating the last names. Arnold Fryer. My name and his name, but it's too similar. I can't. The next two of these names he vetoed simply because of the fact that they're movie names, but I really like them because the next one is Coraline and it's really pretty. I love that name, not just because I like the movie, but also because it's just a really pretty, sweet name for a little girl. I don't know, I like it. I think it's cute. The next one he liked, but I don't think he saw that as like his daughter's name. That wasn't his daughter's name. Which is Dream. So I love the name Dream. I think it's really sweet, really cute, and honestly, I would name a future daughter that if we have another daughter. If this one is a girl, I don't even know, but I think it's a really pretty name. The next name is the other movie name that he vetoed. It's Matilda. One of my childhood favorites growing up. I loved that movie. I had that shit on repeat 24/7. If it wasn't Matilda, it was The Labyrinth. If it wasn't The Labyrinth, it was any of the Monster High or Barbie movies. But I love Matilda and it's such a sweet name, but he said no because of the movie. And I got really mad because I love that name and that movie. The next name is Isla. That's such a cute little, I don't know, I feel like it's very feminine, very girly, and I think it's very pretty. I love it. The next one was like, we were heavily considering it. We even had the middle names that we're using for the name we actually picked out. We had it like along with this name and we thought it sounded really good until he suggested the name that we picked, Ophelia. Now I know that Ophelia, I think, has it's like a tragic story, and I'm not sure if it's William Shakespeare or Edgar Allan Poe. I don't remember, but I know there's tragedy around the name, but it's a really pretty name, and we can call her Leah for short, which is so cute and so sweet, and I love it. And it went well with the middle names, which we are gonna have two middle names, boy or girl. The middle names for a girl, I'm just going to tell you the middle names because you don't need to know the first names, but they're Christine and Michelle, and in that order. Christine is my mom's middle name, Michelle is mine, and that was my boyfriend's idea, and I thought that was really sweet. For the boys' middle names, they're going to be James, which is my dad and my younger brother's name, and Rashawn, which is my boyfriend's middle name. But yeah, Ophelia, Christine, Michelle was really sweet and it sounded really good. The next one is Juniper, another really sweet nature name. We could call her Junie for short, which is really cute. I don't think my boyfriend liked it though. I think he was just like, no. I was like, fuck you. But it's a pretty name and I think it's really sweet. The next one is Meadow, another really beautiful name. But honestly, I don't think that's my daughter's name. It's really pretty, but I don't think it's my daughter's name. The next one is Iris. Now for one, I love that song by the Goo Goo Dolls, and my dad knows how to play it on guitar, and he plays it all the time. I feel like if we were to have named her Iris, if it is a girl, my dad would play that song for her nonstop on guitar. He's so excited to meet his grandbaby. But Iris is a really beautiful name, and it's, I don't know, something about it. It's just so pretty. It's like an older name, which I also really love. Like vintage names, I think they're so pretty in a way that some modern names don't have, if that makes sense. The next one, my boyfriend looked at me like I was fucking crazy. I said Khaleesi, and he was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. And I said, well, okay, fine. But it's a really pretty name, and I don't think it goes with the middle names anyways, so that's okay. The next one, now this wasn't necessarily one that we considered, but I think I did mention it and he said no. It's really pretty though. It's Odessa. You don't hear that name as much, and it's really, I don't know, it's just different and really pretty, and I really like it. This name again was, these next two names were two that we had like greatly considered and were almost going to be the name that we chose. This first one is Penelope. We had this one picked out like middle names, this was going to be her name until he mentioned the name that we actually chose. It's really sweet. I was gonna call her Penny for short, so that's cute. And the next one, we considered this one while we were together the first time during like a pregnancy scare, Kailani. I know it's a Hawaiian name, and I know the first half of it, Kai. I know Kailani is a Hawaiian name, and I know the first half of it, Kai, means ocean, I think. But I can't remember what the second half of it means, but it's really pretty. It's a really pretty name. And then the last girl name on here is Leilani. Another really pretty name, but I know a couple Leilanis, so that was also like, that's also my boyfriend and I's like main issue with picking names, is the fact that he says a name that I like, but I know somebody with that name and I won't choose it, or he knows, excuse me, somebody with that name and I'm like, no. But it's okay. Next are boy names. He's a lot more stubborn with boy names, and it's really infuriating because I think it is a boy and we need to get a name picked out. Well, I have like 30-ish weeks to go, so I think I'll be fine. But still, we need to get a boy name picked out because I want to get customized blankets and stuff like that. The first name on here is Malachi, a really dope ass name, and it reminds me of the crystal malachite, which is a green crystal. I'll put a picture of it up. It's a really pretty crystal, and I'm very much into the spirituality, crystals, incense, candles, tarot. I love doing tarot, actually. It's so fun. That's how I found out, that's how I not found out that I was pregnant, but I did do like a fertility reading and I did get positive results, so I wasn't exactly shocked when I saw the test. I started laughing though. I think I told y'all in the last video, but whatever. Malachi, really cool name. These next two names are also crystals themselves. Jet, which is a dope ass name, but the middle name, one of the middle names is James, and I don't want it to be double J. I feel like that's just kind of annoying. And then Jasper as well, another J name. Really cool, but no. This next one I love, but I feel like it's getting more common nowadays. It's Maverick. Maverick is a cool last name. I would name my son that, but I feel like it's just a little too common. Why does my neck look so wide? Am I tripping? I don't even know. Whatever. This next name is one of my favorite mythical creatures for one, and it's just a dope ass name, and I see it as a unisex name, like boy or girl, but I would have chosen it for my son, Phoenix. That's really cool, and I feel like it goes well with Phoenix, James, Rashawn. That's dope as fuck, but not the name that I'm considering. The next one is Easton, which is another really cool one. Very, not, I don't want to say edgy, but kind of, it just screams boy vibes, you know what I mean? Most of these names, the reason why we didn't pick them is because he vetoed them. Because he has no taste. Ox, which is a spell in Harry Potter. It's to turn off your wand light or whatever. But it's a cool last name too. The next one is Zayden. I don't know about it, but it's like, I don't know what I like about it. It's just a cool name. Like, it's just a cool name. This name was a name that I had been wanting to name my future son since I was like 13, 14. And I got laughed at a lot when I brought this name up, but it's Arrow. I love that name. I love the name Arrow. I think it's dope as fuck, and it goes well with James Rashawn. It does. My man vetoed it and was like, no, that's not happening. It was cool, but no. The next one, again, I love it, but I feel like it's starting to become a little bit more common, is Kylo. I know that's from Star Wars. I didn't really watch Star Wars growing up. That wasn't my thing. My thing was Harry Potter and Marvel. But I do love the name Kylo. I think it's really cool. This name is like in competition low-key with my other name, but I like the other name more, and so does my man, and it's this one that's in competition with it, but most likely won't be picked, is Everest. It's really cool. My cousin Elaine is like, that's a girl's name. I'm like, just because there's one character that's a female that has that name doesn't mean it's a girl's name. I see it unisex, but more masculine, and that's just my opinion. The next one is Cairo. I think that's really fucking cool. Cairo, like, this is dope as fuck. I don't know what it is, but it's just really cool. The next one, I love Greek mythology. That's the main pantheon that I work with / worship when it comes to like mythology and stuff like that. I love Greek mythology, and I have worshipped the god Apollo before, but I love the name. However, my man did not, so it was a no. Apollo is a really cool name though. And the last name on here is honestly another like top 3 contender. Like, it goes name that I really like, Everest, and then this one. The last name is Versailles. It would be spelled differently than how Versailles normally is spelled. Like I said, I'm gonna put the spellings all of them up on the screen while I'm editing. But yeah, and I feel like that also goes really well with James Rashawn. Versailles, James Rashawn. Yeah, that's dope as fuck. He don't like it though, so no. But that's okay. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to follow me along with this pregnancy journey, and I will see y'all in the next one.